Another demonstration of the pixels on Target Voodoo S on live animals. We have 3 horses right here. I'm backed out all the way to 1 times optical magnification. We're going to be going from 1 times to 10 times with this Vortex 1 to 10 by 24 Razor HD3. Current sharpness setting of 1. Still get a decent amount of detail on these horses. Backing out. It's about between 1.5 and 2 times optical mag. We'll go through color palettes. So this is currently on white hot, black edge detect, white edge detect. Back to white hot here. Horses are about 50 yards away. And within about 200 yards is where a unit like this really shines. Small amount of pixelation, not much. Now we'll bring it to a sharpness setting of 2. So you have sharpness settings, or you have brightness settings. Brightness setting of 4. We'll go down to 1. And go up all the way to 10. Keep it at about 3. Okay, going through the deep menu again. Now we have sharpness. You have 4 sharpness settings, or should I say 5. You have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Much more pixelated on 4. We'll go back down to 2. I'll demonstrate this from 1 all the way till 10. More detailed image compared to a sharpness setting of 1, but significantly more pixelated. Go through color palettes again on this sharpness setting. So white hot, black edge detect, white edge detect, white hot. We'll go to black hot this time. And now we will go to brightness here. We'll see how brightness can affect the detail on an animal. So brightness setting of 1. Oops. 1. 5. So now you see a lot more detail on this animal compared to what you did previously on a lower brightness setting. Zooming in again. Haunches, small thermal deviations here. You can still see the mane, tails, no problem. Now we'll adjust the contrast. Contrast goes, or gain, which is contrast. So gain setting is 0. This is when you're going to see the most detail on these animals. Gain setting is 0. Now I'll go all the way up to max gain, which is contrast. 10. You can see now a whole bunch of noise in this unit. It's not really translated over where you're using this. Shows some detail, but a lot more pixelation. We'll decrease that. I typically keep it about setting between 1 and 4, depending upon conditions. Worse thermal conditions. Today was overcast and relatively humid. So 2 seems to work pretty well for this. We'll bring the brightness down to about 5. Do a little bit of panning around. Filling out here, roughly 600 yards. Can't focus close on this back windshield. Treading as well. And back out to infinity. And some horses out here. Mountains in the background are 5-6 miles away roughly. You can still see detail in the mountains themselves. House at about 300 yards. Top of the ridge. Gate at this distance. Probably about 100 yards away from my current position. Pipes and then back to the horses. Again, going through color palettes. Black hot, black edge detect, white edge detect, white hot. Pixelated image whenever you start to zoom into the back of this OLED display, but not to where it's completely uncomfortable. We'll adjust the sharpness back down to 1 for a softer image. Digital zoom. All right. Pan around in white hot. Color palette that most people are used to. Horses out in the distance. Mountains out in the distance. We'll go ahead. Increase the contrast slightly. Just to bring out the background a little bit more. I'll do the same thing in black hot. Car coming. Deer silhouettes, about 150 yards away. Back to the horses. All right, hopefully you enjoyed this demonstration of what this unit is capable of. Thanks.